sweet pen friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Devin. Today's video is all about my sticker shop supplies. If you missed last week's video where I talked about how I make my stickers without a sticker machine, I'll have it linked off in the cards and in the description box below. That way you can check it out. I definitely recommend watching that video first and coming back to this one. I feel like it'll give you a better understanding of all the goodies I'm about to talk about. I was actually quite surprised by the amount of supplies that I use to run my sticker shop. I do want to preface this video by saying that you don't need all of this. You don't. You should use what you have and get crafty. That is kind of the best part, is challenging yourself to be resourceful and scrappy. At least that's how I feel, and that's how I approached opening my sticker shop. Yes, it would have been nice to open up my sticker shop with a cutting machine. It definitely would save a lot of time and be more efficient, but I simply don't have the funds to do that. I'm putting away a little bit each time I make a sale on my sticker shop so that I can eventually invest in a cutting machine, but I basically took inventory of what I had and ran with it. And I would most certainly recommend to anyone who is thinking about starting their own shop or like business adventure to consider doing the same thing. First up, let's talk about what I use to design my stickers. I have an iPad Pro 11 and an Apple Pencil Generation 2, I believe. And again, I just want to reiterate that you don't need this. You can simply use traditional mediums. Whatever you have at your disposal is exactly what you need to start. But for me, I did have an iPad, so I went ahead and used this to design my sticker sheets. I did end up getting a paper-like screen protector. That way, when I use my Apple Pencil, it does have that nice tactile feel as well as sound. Let me see if I can get it. Hopefully the mic picked that up, but it's such a satisfying sound. Did I absolutely need it? No, but as part of hitting one of my milestones for my shop, I did decide to get one. I know a lot of sticker shops talk about Procreate, which is an app that you can download on your iPad to illustrate your sticker designs. For me personally, I chose not to purchase any apps up front. Again, I was trying to be very frugal, especially because I wasn't really sure of what was to come from this sticker shop venture. So I downloaded an app called Autodesk Sketchbook, which was recommended to me by my beautiful sister-in-law. She has some of the best crafts out there. I mean, I've referred to her on this channel as a crafting goddess. So when I was thinking about opening a sticker shop, I went to her for advice, and she said that before she started using Procreate, she used Autodesk Sketchbook. And I have found it to be everything that I need at this point. Yes, there are certain Procreate nuances that I wish I had on that particular app, but for what I'm doing right now, it works perfectly fine. And if you're unsure of whether or not you want to purchase Procreate, Autodesk Sketchbook is definitely a great choice and option in my opinion. Before Autodesk Sketchbook, I was using another app. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was called Concepts, and that app is okay. I've found Autodesk Sketchbook to be far superior in terms of its capabilities, but that's another one that you can check out if you'd like. When I first started making stickers for my shop and sharing it in my studio vlogs, I got a lot of questions from you asking what printer I was using. I have the Brother MFC I gotta look at it. The MFC-J285DW. I don't know if they even make this model anymore. It was actually my husband's printer when he was like, I think in boot camp. I'm not even sure how long he's had that printer, but I just took advantage of the fact that I even had a printer. So I started making printables for my shop and then eventually moved on to stickers. I did talk about this in my last video, so I won't get too far into it. I don't really have anything else to compare it to, but I've been getting along just fine with this printer. Yes, I would eventually like to upgrade, but again, that's something that I'm currently saving up for. Now, if I could point you in the direction of some really good printers, I would say take a look at the Canon Pixma. Any of those printers I think are worth looking at. I'll have some linked off in the description box below. There are a few models in particular that I'm looking at. I've also heard good things about the HP and Epson printers. I don't have any experience with any of those. The Canon Pixma though, I see a lot of sticker shop owners using. It has been recommended to me by my friend Ashley, who's also a sticker shop owner, as well as my sister-in-law Jane. She uses a Canon Pixma Pro 100, like the heavy duty, beautiful machine. And I again, trust everything that she has to say, especially when it comes to crafts and design. So one thing that I didn't have when I was first starting my sticker shop was some sticker paper. Now the sticker paper that I absolutely love is by Luxotin, and I'll have it linked off in the description box below. But when I needed to restock my sticker paper, they weren't in stock and I had some sticker orders, so I decided to try this one by 3-Way Cut. It's essentially the same properties as the sticker paper that I really like. It's matte, it's vinyl sticker paper, it's waterproof. I would say that this is good. It's not great. It does curl up a bit on the ends when I feed it into my printer, so I kind of have to mess with it to actually get it to print and not jam in my printer. I don't think I've lost any full sheets, but there was a bit of trial and error when I started using this, whereas the other sticker paper that I really enjoy gave me no problems up front. So I would say go check out the one that I have linked off in the description box below. I have this one linked off as well. But as a small business owner just starting out, to me it didn't make sense to buy so much sticker paper all at once. I would say that I get orders very intermittently, so again, it just doesn't make sense for me to not have that cash to invest in other places. And I understand that when you're buying from some place like Online Labels, you're buying in bulk, so it is cheaper per sheet. But again, I prefer to take a cash stance position. I want to have as much cash on hand as possible so I can be ready for other opportunities. But if my shop grows to a point where I need that type of volume, then I might look into Online Labels in the future. I also have some Cricut printable sticker paper. I haven't used this yet, but I did want to mention it because this was actually given to me by my sister's friend. So that's a point that I want to touch on, is ask your friends and family. If they know what you're up to, then they might be willing to lend you some supplies, even gift you supplies. My sister, I guess, had told her friend that I was making stickers for my Etsy shop, and she has a Cricut but doesn't have any use for the sticker paper. So she was like, give it to your sister. I'm sure, you know, she could make some use out of it. So now I have this set of sticker paper that I can use when this one runs out. As I mentioned in last week's video, I do not have a sticker machine, so I actually cut all of my stickers by hand. So I definitely wanted to share the scissors that I use. I have this style of scissors. I'll have it linked off in the description box below, but essentially it's this very interesting spring-loaded set of scissors. It's meant to be very compact so that you can throw it in your pen case or basically have it on the go and not have it take up a lot of space. I actually haven't experienced any hand pain, hand or wrist pain for that matter, from cutting my stickers, which I think says a lot, because when you're using traditional scissors, you do have to use some force, right, to open the scissors and then to bring them back down to have the cutting action. And I think, I'm just assuming that that would cause a lot of strain right here, but I haven't experienced that. I do have a video sharing how I package my sticker orders, and I would say that it hasn't changed much since then. So I'll have it linked off in the cards and in the description box below. That way you can check it out. But for my packaging, for holding the actual sticker sets, I use these Chiogami papers from Daiso. Now at Daiso, you can pretty much find a lot of great things for $1.50 unless otherwise marked. And this might sound a bit contradictory, perhaps even a bit controversial, but I wanted to avoid plastic sleeves. That way I could be just a little bit kinder to Mother Earth. So I opted for these. Basically, I create DIY envelopes to put my sticker sets in, and it's something that the recipient could use again if they wanted to. They could keep it to carry their stickers, or they could put it in their bullet journal and have like a little secret envelope that they can leave messages in, or they could repurpose it to send to a pen pal. Really, the sky's the limit. I knew that I just wanted to take a paper approach, because at the very least you could throw it in the recycling bin, right? So these have turned out to be a great option. I do want to mention that not all Chiogami paper at Daiso is equal. So this one has 20 sheets for every 4 designs, totaling at 80 sheets, the same as this one. But this little guy has 14 sheets total for $1.50. So these were definitely a better value. I think the ones that have like the pretty gold foiling are typically the ones that have a lower count. So just keep that in mind if you do decide to pick these up. I also want to mention that I do keep plastic from the stationery that I buy, or just from whatever, so that I can use it in my sticker shop. And the reasoning behind that is so it can have another chance to be used. If I can reuse it, then I'll definitely take that opportunity. It provides, you know, packaging for my sticker shop. And I think that draws back to the point of using what you have. You don't have to buy this Chiogami paper from Daiso. You can use envelopes from letters that you've received, construction paper that you already have, magazines, flyers. Just take a look at what you already have and you may be surprised. I also wanted to talk about these index cards that I use. I basically make my own little, I guess they're envelopes as well, but it's just to provide a little bit more support for my sticker sets. That way it prevents bending in the mail. I basically take 2 index cards and washi tape them together. That way I have a little pocket that I can insert the sticker set into, and then I seal it off and put it in the envelope ready to send. It's not necessary, but it's just a little something extra, like I said, to provide a little bit more structure to the mail that I'm sending out. I also put do not bend stickers on my envelopes, and those are just repurposed from any OOP stickers. I simply write do not bend on whatever OOP sticker, and then I put it on the envelope. I also have some chipboard. I can't even remember what it was from, but I'm also using that to put into my little DIY envelopes to provide some more support for my stickers so that they don't bend. And of course, to send my sticker orders out, I have these craft envelopes. I'll have them linked off in the description box below. These ones come with a seal, so you just remove this strip and then close the envelope. I do reinforce it with a bit of washi tape just because I can get a little paranoid and perhaps a little extra in that way. But once I finished like the envelopes that I had on hand, I purchased these. So again, use what you have. All of these envelopes already have a stamp on them so that they're ready to go. As much as possible, I try to prep my packaging, that way it can streamline when I get orders in. And I do feel like it's worth mentioning at this point in my sticker shop journey, I'm sending my mail with just regular stamps. I like to use any oops stickers that I have to decorate the envelopes, as well as washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, consider using your scrap sticker paper. I have a lot of strips of scrap sticker paper that I repurpose and reuse to seal off my sticker set envelopes, or even for writing do not bend stickers and putting those on the envelopes instead of using oops stickers. In every order, I also include a little thank you card. This is one that I designed myself and printed on paper that I already had. It's sort of a glossy, a little bit more premium paper. It's not quite cardstock, as you can see, it's quite pliable. But again, it's something that I already had. And to write my thank you cards, I love using these Sarasa gel pens. These are the vintage colors. I've talked about these before on my channel, so I won't drone on, but they are just such gorgeous, rich colors. So if you want to check them out, I'll have it linked off in the description box below. And for addressing the envelopes, I use these zebra brush pens. For the print, I use the finest tip one, and then I switch between the thick and medium tip one for my brush lettering. Again, don't be shy. Ask your friends and family if you need certain supplies because they just might have it or know someone, or they can keep an eye out for you. But this paper cutter is something that I use to cut my envelopes as well as my thank you cards or just anything else that I want to get a clean straight line on. And this was something that I asked my sister for. I had a feeling that she might have something like this because she's also very into crafting, and I asked and she was like, yeah, here you go, I'm not using it. So thank you, Ate, if you're watching this. Whew, so that is all of the supplies that I use in my sticker shop currently. It's quite a bit, but I thought it might be helpful for those of you who are currently running a sticker shop or thinking about starting one. And if you are thinking about starting one, I have a link in my description box below for 40 free Etsy listings. So if you're thinking about opening a shop up on Etsy, it doesn't have to be sticker related, you can use that link to get 40 free listings. Again, check out the description box below for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with a pen friend who you think might also enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and to turn on those notifications, that way you don't miss any of our videos. I do my best to upload here every Wednesday at 8 a.m. PST, so please take care until then. Feel free to enjoy these two videos linked here on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.